All right, guys, so it's 2:57 and it's 57 degrees. It's still the same day. It's still April 22nd. Decided since I was still over here by the Space Needle that I would just film the KOMO Plaza. So this is just a quick little zip through it and keep going. Oh yeah, there's the area over here that I actually wanted to show you guys. It's called the 5 Point Cafe, but I actually haven't walked through KOMO Plaza. I've rode past it many times, walked past it, bus rides, car rides, whatever, and just cruising around it, but never actually walked through it. It's kind of cool. It's having McDonald's in here too. There's just like a quick little turnaround. Oh yeah, there's a view kind of of the Needle too. You can see a little bit of it. Yeah, there we go. So that's kind of a cool angle right there. But yeah, I'm gonna go over this little corner right here. There's a place called the 5 Point Cafe. It's open 24 hours, and they have really big plates of breakfast there, and they have like an old school jukebox in there. All right, so I'll cross over here. We got Zeke's Pizza. They have a decent lunch deal. I think it's like $5 a slice, and well, 10 for two, but I don't know when the lunch hour is, but yeah, so it's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Wait.
Yeah, 11 a.m. $5 slice, $10 slices, $12.50 slice plus half salad. That's not bad. I'll have to pop in there at some point and grab a slice. My brother and I were talking about that a couple months ago, and he hasn't been there yet, and it's actually been a few years since I've been there. Me and a friend of mine, when she was living out here in this area, would hit that place up at, I don't know, 2-3 times a month for like, gosh, we did that for several months. Just a spot we ended up going to. It became like a routine for us, and then one day we stopped doing it. But here's the 5 Point Cafe I was talking about. That place is awesome. Show you guys a little bit of leaving Space Needle area, leaving Seattle Center and heading into Midtown. So this area is always changing too. There's always new construction out here. So you know what, I'm gonna head down this block right here. Change it up a little bit. This is cool too, some of these older buildings. Over again. This is definitely like some of the more ritzier apartments in town, out here in Midtown, Belltown. Some of these things get really pricey, and I couldn't justify paying this much for an apartment out here. Some of these things are like $3-4 grand. It's insane. I will say though, some of the views though from the rooftops out here, like a friend of mine, she had some money. She came from some inheritance, well-to-do family, and when she was going to UW out here, she lived in a high-rise that her parents were obviously paying for, and she had this fucking amazing view of the needle, the Space Needle, and it was like up close in your face. And I got to hang out up there one day. She invited me to one of her 4th of July parties on the rooftop. And it was pretty epic. You know, I don't, that word gets used a lot, but seriously, it was fucking epic. Fireworks show from her rooftop apartment out near, right close to the Space Needle, in one of those high rises out here. Yep, it was a pretty awesome night. You see, like a lot of this stuff I'm looking at right here, a lot of this is new. All these new apartments. You see a lot of cranes out here, that kind of stuff. Just do a quick look back right here, where we were just at. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is new. But I'm gonna stay in the shade. I'm gonna keep walking down this block here. Fire station across the street here. Fleming Arts. Sorry, I said Arts Apartments. It's a really old building. Some more older buildings over there. Those red bricks. That one looks cool over there with the windows with the white trim on the left. All right, so we're on Bell Street. It's a good marker that we're officially in Belltown. Hence all the fancy apartments mixed in with some of the older buildings. You see like this little convenience store right here. The place has been here forever. Yeah, I'm gonna cross. Yeah, some of these one-ways, there's like, you could just stand there and there's nothing going on. They're pretty predictable. If it was like a two-way street, I wouldn't just be like casually walking across, but honestly, it's pretty safe. And you can see traffic coming from a pretty good ways away. All right, so they changed the name of the theater up here on the left. When I get closer to it, I'll show you guys, but it's called SIF now. But it used to be called the Cinerama. And honestly, I don't know when they changed it, the name of it, to SIF Cinema. Because that's the same thing when I did that Capitol Hill video. The Egyptian, now it's called SIF Cinema, same thing. But see that right there? It's like they got bought out or whoever it is, but this used to be the old Cinerama. I'm glad the theater's still there though, but it's not called Cinerama anymore. The last movie I saw at the Cinerama was, goes to show you how long ago it's been since I've been there, was Shutter Island. That was a long while ago. So, yeah. I gotta go back there and check it out though. See if they like remodeled the inside or anything. I'm sure they have. Maybe they did some updates. This has been, God, how long ago was it Shutter Island came out? Right? Like 20 years ago? I don't know. Something like that. No, not quite 20. It's more like 16 years ago. now that I'm thinking about it. Wow, that's cool. This Jiffy Lube's like tucked in between these buildings. That is different. Okay, I see like these restaurants over here, this Asiago place. I've heard of it, but I just don't come out this way often enough. So yeah, there's like these cool restaurants. Some are good and some are whatever, I don't know. But they're tucked away though. You just gotta cruise up and down the blocks and you can find them. There is one good place it's a burger place. I think it might be on this street right here. It might be on 4th Avenue or 3rd, but they're supposed to have a really good burger in there, and it's been a staple out in this area for a long while too. I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember what street it's on. It goes to show that I really don't cruise up and down this particular area very much, which I should probably do. All right, so over on the right is the Moore Theater, and my brother years ago and the girl that he was with got free tickets, and he asked me if I wanted to go with this girl that I was seeing at the time too, and I was like, yeah, sure. So the girl I was dating at the time ended up canceling, which was fine because that show ended up just being absolutely just horrible. The acoustics in there were terrible, and just it was awful. Yeah, the band that it was playing was Spoon. And I mean, to be honest, I wasn't like a big fan of them, but I was like, you know what, free tickets, why not go check it out? And it was just awful. It was an awful show. The acoustics were bad, and they just seemed low energy. I don't know what stop it was on their tour, but they look burnt out. You know how it is in the beginning, like of a tour, like you see a band in the beginning of the tour, or like a quarter of the way, and they're really hot, and toward the end, you can tell they're like, whew, they're like City 13 or whatever, and you can see when the band's, you know, they've been on the road for a long time, so doing a tour, it takes it out of you. So I don't know, maybe that was it, but yeah, it wasn't a good show though. So needless to say, I'm glad she didn't make it out, because that would have been a dud, because we had just started dating. All right, so we're getting back into the more downtown area. So this used to be the Macy's right here, and this used to be the tree where they still like this Christmas tree up. They still do. And a while back, some idiot decided to climb up there and make a spectacle of himself, and they had to shut this area down because he was up there on a tree and he wouldn't come down. So they had to call up the fire department and the ladder and like bust out the police negotiator and everything. I mean, it was a huge deal. It was all over the news, and yeah. It was a fiasco. What are you guys looking for? What are you guys looking for?
The tram station.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's down on the corner.
It's gonna be you're there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Just head that way and then go boom, or actually go here and that way.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. So there's some good food in here. There's like a bunch of cool little shops in there, and I haven't checked it out yet. But one of the places, it's called Asian Street. Oh wait, maybe that's the name of the of just the thing itself with all the food in there. But anyways, though, I haven't been in there, and I'm gonna check it out. There's supposed to be some good food in there. I'm chewing on a cough drop. Get my tongue twisted over here. All right, so I'm back in Westlake right now. Wasn't planning on coming again, being in Westlake again, but then again, I said I was just gonna kind of walk around, see what we get into. And this is what's going down. Since I'm here, I'll show you guys Westlake. Really popular area, and there's tons of videos on it. Well, why not, right? It's different every day. All right, so this is Westlake Park right here. In the summertime, that fountain over there is running on the right side. Earlier today, when I filmed that first video of Seattle Center area, there's a place called Dog in the Park that I pointed out, and this is the other one. This is the Westlake location. And in my opinion, I think this Westlake location is better than the one in Seattle Center. I've had it like a handful of times, the one in Seattle Center, and it's okay. But the one out here in Westlake, I don't know if it's the ingredients that are fresher or whatever it is, but I don't know. I think the buns are fresher too. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm remembering now. But yeah, I like this a little bit better. And the price, I swear it's a little bit cheaper. Don't quote me, but at the time I felt like it was, because I think, well, when you're over in Seattle Center, it's definitely a touristy area. Not like this Westlake area isn't, but they tend to jack the prices up in that area. Like all the food over there, some of it's okay, but it gets pricey out there. But yeah, this is gonna call it. I'm gonna call it good. Uh-oh. Let me walk away from that music real quick. Oh boy, it's everywhere. Okay. All right, so I'm back on Pike, 4th and Pike. Oh, that's kind of cool. Check that out. Yeah, all right, guys. Yeah, so that was a quick little walk from the KOMO Plaza down to Westlake. Yeah, so if you guys liked the video, give it a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.